Let's go! Let's get them, y'all. Let's go!
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world. I ain't never sell my soul.
From the home
What's up,
of
bro?
the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium
Breaking up a
in
little.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup.
You the one gonna need the luck,
between
baby.
the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We'll see.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. On second down, right back to Hunt. And not much doing there, maybe a yard.
I'm good, just warming them up, y'all. Warming them up.
Getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They run again with Hunt. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Get it.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's down Mojo now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Y'all hit that like button for this W.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Yes,
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On 3rd down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down. They'll run with Hunt. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
51.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A second down throw for Winston.
Oh, come on, man.
The field and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it.
Let it go. Good catch.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Winston. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is intercepted.
User.
And the Dolphins are
That's what we do, baby.
Position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan.
Oh, good.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he will bring it back. 6 for the Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Woo!
He'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're
Come on! Why didn't I use
their
it?
best every week, that's been a challenge thus far. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more...
This man just making 60-yard field goals.
Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted,
wide open,
but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Everett there, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Third and 2, now Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Ryan will throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Ryan.
Oh,
He
my
rifles
God.
one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point.
All right. Let's do something before the half. Let's get some points.
17-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
What is wrong with my thing? It won't even let me hike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. They find some open field here. The 30. 10, 5. And
What I do? Let's go.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston now. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Winston now to throw on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
Oh, no! You're kidding me!
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to go
Is that
down.
a joke?
Back to the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 4 yards away. And this one's not close. Not even close. Into the run. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Paris Campbell, 42 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an...
Oh, my gosh. Let the ball fly.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got it up to the 15, showing off some fancy footwork there on the play. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down.
What? That is not the play that I called.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
That is not the play that I called.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action. Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
Start a screen coming.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League audience.
Probably like 2 minutes ago.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Again, it's Winston. And that is
kidding me, man.
He's gone for a Bengal touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight.
I ain't playing worse than Richie because I'm going to beat Richie.
Extra point.
It's like I beat Dan.
Up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now, kickoff after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more.
Oh, my God.
Ryan is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Here's Ryan. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. This defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles. They picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. They see what they can accomplish.
Touchdown, Bengals! T.J. Hockenson from 4 yards out. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Ooh, I ain't even looked at that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sly on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Thank God my next game, Richie.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
What the heck
And
is
my
this?
goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bengals are going to take possession of
Getting
the
in that end
football.
zone again.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game,
Shut up, he ain't holding me
something
under
to
double
take pride in.
digits.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Shut up, commentator. I'm getting points.
And
Better.
But daylight ahead. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him about the 10-yard line.
Do it the hard way.
So he picks it in one end zone, brings it all the way down inside the red zone.
And he took a gamble, didn't he, Brandon? I mean, he intercepted that in the end zone. Could have taken a knee there. They get the ball in their own 20. Great job taking the ball away. But he takes that chance, brings it out, and boy, what conversion that turned out to be.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Oh,
And it'll
my
be
God.
intercepted.
This
Picked off by
bum.
Micah Hyde. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston here to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
All right, everybody. Who got the W? I'll do better next time, all right? I got Richie next week, man. I'm going to win that game. I will not lose to Richie or Dan ever. That's all that matters, okay? I'll see y'all later. Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. AFC's Roundtable checking out. The Battle of the Bottom, Richie, coming up soon.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a